Hey Finance Fam, Nikki here. If you're new here, I'm a certified financial planner and my goal is to help you crush your financial goals. So go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos. As many of you know, I love investing. I've been managing my own money for over a decade now and it's my favorite thing to do. I love it because you can be somewhat of an investigator. Do I have to go shopping at stores that I'm invested in to do research and spy on the company? Yes. What? I had to go to Lululemon to make sure they were keeping their assortment fresh and ask the associates if they've been busy in the store. I thought it would be a fun video to go through some of my top holdings in my portfolio, how I found them, and why I bought them to give you an idea of how professionals think through choosing stocks. Keep in mind, this is for entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only. This is not investment advice. This is just what I did with my own portfolio. You have to make decisions for yourself when it comes to investing. Let's get to it. The first top holding in my portfolio is Square. This is actually a stock that I bought in 2016 when people had left it for dead around $9 a share. It was the first stock I had ever bought to hold long term since at the time I was a day trader. But a close friend of mine who ran a hedge fund, whose name is The Stock Geek, go follow him on YouTube, he taught me everything about fundamental investing in stocks. And this was my first choice after putting my new skills to work. For those of you that don't know what fundamental investing means, you're basically digging into companies' financial reports, looking at revenue growth, looking at debts, looking at returns on invested capital, and more to make investment decisions based on current and expected valuations. In layman's terms, is this stock a deal or not? So what triggered me to buy Square? Well, at the time, I saw the potential for the portable card readers that turned any phone into a card processor to really take off, not only in the US, but it seemed like this service could really expand internationally too, especially in countries that still used a lot of cash to transact. Not only that, I noticed Square really had a cool ecosystem of products to help business owners do more than just process payments, but also they could manage customers via software and more. I loved the business and I invested. I also bought more during the most recent market panic that we had back in March. Yes, when people were panicking, I was buying. This is how you really make money in the markets. As the saying goes, buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. Square continues to be a top holding in my portfolio. Now, the second top holding in my portfolio is Walmart. How did I know to invest in Walmart? Well, a few years ago, everyone was screaming that Amazon was going to kill stores like Walmart, Target, and even other grocery stores because they bought Whole Foods. It was called the Amazon apocalypse. Personally, I thought that it was laughable. Walmart is the largest grocery store in the US with over 4,000 locations, which started rolling out their own grocery services to compete with Amazon. You're trying to tell me that Whole Foods, which pales in revenue and also appeals to a completely different demographic, is going to destroy Walmart as a grocer? Get out of here. So, I invested. Been collecting dividends and riding the wave ever since. Now, they're about to launch a subscription service to compete with Amazon Prime. I like it. The third top holding in my portfolio is Apple. I invested in Apple on the big sell-off in January of 2019. Again, people thought Apple was losing its abilities to innovate, and the overall sentiment was just very negative at the time. I saw potential in a few things with Apple. First of all, I thought the valuation at the time was a deal. Second of all, I had the 5G vision in mind. Basically, when 5G rolls out, everybody will have to upgrade their phones to have 5G capabilities. Not to mention, I saw potential with their wearables business as well. Think Apple Watches and EarPods. Apple is another one that I've been collecting dividends on and riding the wave. And they just hit a $2 trillion market cap. So, what is a theme that you notice? Basically, I have a habit of buying stocks when people are hating on them for one reason or another. If you think through it and find yourself disagreeing with the herd for one reason or another, don't write it off. You may just be right for all you know. Dive deeper. Investigate to come to an informed decision. Another thing that I pay close attention to is the valuation of the company. What is the market cap? And for those of you that don't know what market cap is, it's the number of outstanding shares that a company has multiplied by the stock price. That equals the market cap. What do their earnings look like? Are they growing their earnings and margins? Are they having to take on debts? Is their dividend safe? These are just some of the things that I pay attention to when I'm investing in stocks. And keep in mind, stock price does not equal valuation. A $10 stock can have a higher valuation than a $100 stock. Think about a company's market cap. All right, finance fam, I hope that gave you some insight into how you can think about investing in stocks the right way. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and set your notifications so that you don't miss future videos.